So now we have our sky mostly done. We'll probably go back and monkey with it a little bit, but we're going to move on to the water. So we're going to mix up two colors to begin with, this really reddish peach color and then sort of a more orangey peach color, trying to ignore the blues that are going to go on top of it. For right now, we're just going to mix up those two. So I'm going to use the same tin I used for the peachy color in the sky and just add more water to it, since the colors are going to be so similar. And actually the colors we're mixing are very similar too. In fact, I can just add more water to the orange one as well for the orangey peach color, because it's a much lighter version and might need to be grayed down a little bit. I don't know where my test strip went. Here's one. But they're pretty similar enough to where I think I can do this. So that seemed to have gotten it light enough. Well, maybe even a little too light. And definitely needs to be grayer, so I'm going to add a little bit more of the yellow ochre. Touch the drip. Okay, now I think I've gotten a good saturation. I'm just going to add a tiny bit of blue to make it darker. So it's a yellowy orange, which means the blue I want to add is a purpley blue, because purple is the opposite of yellow. So I'm going to add a tiny bit of ultramarine. And even though ultramarine isn't that strong, it is a blue, so it's going to be a lot stronger than this color I just mixed. And that one looks exactly the same, so I need a little bit more. And almost there. It looks like it needs a tiny bit of red actually, which is something I wasn't expecting, but there you go. So red watercolor is water soluble, so you can see that red was dry, but I just brushed right into it and it reinvigorated. And looks like that's it. And then for the reddish one, we'll just add some more red and some more orange, or yellow rather. And I've already got a good strong yellow mixed up over here, so I'm just going to add a little bit of that to this, rather than squeeze out more. No, that's too light. So I will add some more red from this pot. And I'm rinsing and touching my towel so that I'm just going to use the rest of this, add more water to my color, because what I want to do is the opposite of add water, which is add color. Getting to the color, but nowhere near saturated enough, so I'm going to add some more straight red. Trying that again. We're getting close, but nope, still needs more red and yellow, so I'm going to squeeze out more red at this point. And just really get some in there. Still more. So sometimes you'll be adding little hints of something and it's just not changing, so you start adding bigger amounts till you get there. And sometimes you get to add too much, and then you say, oh shoot, and you have to go backwards a little bit, but that's okay. It's all part of the experience. There we go, now we're getting somewhere. So that's saturated enough. Definitely too red. I need some orange in there, so I'm going to add yellow. And yellow, as we remember, is really weak compared to red, so you can add a lot of it without much threat of overdoing it. I think I might have gotten there. Yep, that's it. Alright, so now we're going to do something similar to what we just did, but we're going to start in the middle with the orangey red and kind of make strokes out towards the edge in a sort of rainbow shape, and then we're going to finish with the orange color on the sides. So start with your orangey red color, paint across that bottom edge under the sun, big thick watery strokes, and just make a smile, like a rainbow shape, and get it real drippy. Further out than you think you need to, so it seems like it's more on the horizon actually, so I'm going to extend it a little bit further. Then rinse, touch, grab the orangey color, and just let that first peachy color fall right into it. And do this as quickly as you can so your paint doesn't dry on you before you have a chance to get to the other side. And just brush it in really, really drippy. Although starting from the top, moving your way to the bottom, because that's the direction water likes to fall. Then rinse, touch your sponge,